Should President Trump be removed from office for wanting to buy Greenland? Welcome aboard. Oh my God, this is an insane story. Do you know anything about this? Because I just learned about this today.
Well, I mean, I know a lot of people have talked about him being removed from office and blah, 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 and all these things. But I'm trying to figure out how the wanting to buy Greenland means you need to be removed. How does that happen?
Okay, well, first off, let me explain the 25th Amendment.
That would be good.
The 25th Amendment allows the cabinet, if enough people sign off and the vice president signs off, they could say that they believe the president is mentally incapable of fulfilling his duties.
Oh, so it's a mutiny clause.
It's basically a mutiny clause.
Okay.
And so the president can turn around and say, no, I disagree with this. And there's a whole mechanism.
So vice president and what?
Yeah, cabinet says, let's get rid of you. You need to go. The president can fight it. There's this whole mechanism in there.
Basically, the cabinet can enforce could start like an impeachment type thing.
Yeah. Well, basically, it's quicker than an impeachment. They remove you from office. So let's just read this and see what's going on. A growing number of lawmakers are calling for the 25th Amendment to be invoked to remove President Trump from office. After Trump told Norway's prime minister that his position on purchasing Greenland is tied to not winning the Nobel Peace Prize, and he no longer feels obligated to think purely of peace. The text message exchange happened on January 18th when the Norwegian leader, Jon Gahr Støre, sent a text message to Trump on behalf of himself and the Finnish president, Alexander Stubb. The European leaders sent the message in an attempt to de-escalate the increased conflict over Greenland and the latest tariff threat against the U.S. European allies. All right, I'm going to go through this whole story. Do you see a text?
I do not.
I don't see a text.
No, and the other thing is, are you really telling me that somebody that's savvy enough to get this far, whether you're a jerk or not, is going to tell anyone publicly? Let alone, it sounds like that would be a group text with two other people. That seems a little weird.
We're like a zillion other people are also probably watching the text. Let's check another article. Liberal Senator Ed Markey, Democrat, Massachusetts, who faces a Democratic primary challenge this year, is calling for President Trump to be removed from power under the 25th Amendment after Trump acknowledged he would be less likely to pressure Denmark to give up Greenland had he won the 2025 Peace Prize. All right, first off, you're dealing with a liberal senator who might be primaried. He needs an issue to run on. Now, I'm sorry, there's a rule I have with President Trump. It used to be called the 72-hour rule. I would hold off on any opinion about a claim against President Trump for 72 hours, because within 72 hours, virtually everything I can think of is debunked. And now it's no longer the 72-hour rule. You know what it is? The 48-hour rule. And sometimes there's been some things that were like this 58-minute rule where they said like, oh, President Trump did this. And they turned around literally within the hour and said, no, like the Venezuela thing. Oh, Trump didn't notify Congress like he had to. And the Republican leadership's like, yeah, he has 48 hours to notify us. And we knew within an hour.
Yeah, I was going to say, he did it.
It was within an hour.
Within an hour, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, what are you talking? So the Democrats have been lying about this man. I don't want to mention Adam Schiff, but Adam Schiff turned around and said, I've got definitive proof that Trump did this, that, and the other thing, and he's doing Russia's bidding and Russiagate and the whole thing.
Great,
no proof.
Show us. And then he had to back down and say, oh, actually, I don't really have
No, he didn't even say that. He's just like, oh, we have the proof. Well, will you show it? We have the proof. He lied. There's been so many lies about this president. I don't believe anything anymore. It's the boy who cried wolf, because you keep getting proven wrong. So wait, let's just check really quick. Do you see a text here? Nope. Reported the state received a text message. Do you remember when Adam Schiff?
The Times reported, though.
The Times
that doesn't
reported.
Say anybody other than the Times reported this.
Let's see. In a text, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's see the text. Okay, I don't see the text.
Sunday, an official prime minister said on Monday, considering your country decided
to not give me the Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, this is just the same thing. All right, was first published by hold on.
Hold on. We just keep going back and forth. So now we can go back to PBS.
Oh, yeah. What happened to PBS? What recently happened to them that they may not like Trump for?
Well, they got defunded.
Yeah, they've been
fair. Did you know Sesame Street makes millions and millions of dollars, was still getting government funding for filming?
Absolutely.
I don't understand that. How come you're getting government funding to film, but you can make millions on your licensing? And that was just Sesame Street.
I do not see the tweet. I don't see the text, not the tweet. I don't see the text. They are claiming
according
it
to
exists.
This, we now have to follow the rabbit hole to PBS.
Yeah. Which by the way,
will take us to someplace else.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm thinking this is, unless I see otherwise, I'm thinking right off the bat, I'm not going to even discuss it. It's a BS story.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the other thing
I would like to point out, and it was a comedy thing, but apparently the Virgin Islands, is that right? We bought the Virgin Islands from Denmark
for
like $100 million or
25 million in gold, which in today's money, we paid $5 million. I believe it was an acre. $5 million an acre.
That's a lot.
In converted modern.
I know,
money.
But that's a lot if you think about it that way. $5 million an acre. I mean, yeah, for a set of islands, but still. They weren't useful.
Here's the interesting thing about Greenland. Denmark was conquered by the Nazis in World War II.
Yeah.
Basically, at that point, Denmark is free. Denmark is on its own. There was an agreement with their ambassador that we could put bases there and things like that to help protect it. But, Denmark can't protect Denmark, let alone Greenland. Now, I'm not saying we deserve to get Greenland. It's ours. I'm not saying that. But, it's something that Denmark should consider. Now, my understanding is the Greenlanders might not want to join us, but we could work a deal with them.
No, yeah, that's
some kind of, protectorate. Hey, you're kind of like a Guam, Puerto Rico kind of thing.
Yeah, Guam, Puerto Rico. Why am I drawing a blank on the other ones? Now, granted, technically we kind of did Hawaii and they didn't like it, but...
Yeah, well, that was a different story. That was the sugar monopolies that went in and overthrew the queen. I can't even pronounce her name even when I'm reading it. And the U.S. did go back in and tried to put her back in power, but it just wasn't working, so we just took it.
Yep.
But with Greenland, it is not a crazy idea. This has been going on since, I think, the top of my head, I know it was Seward who had bought Alaska turned around and said, I want to buy Greenland. And because the ridicule of Alaska was so intense, he dropped it. Other presidents have talked about buying Greenland. Eisenhower talked about buying Greenland. Buying Greenland would be a great benefit to the United States. Mm-hmm. And it would greatly benefit Greenland. We can offer them so much that Denmark can't do. And at the very least, hey, Greenland should think about, hey, you know what? Let's become a protectorate.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't mean that they have to be a state or anything like that.
No, they don't have to be. They could be independent.
Hey, it drives me nuts. Yeah.
They could work out a deal where, just like Puerto Rico and Guam, they're American citizens, but they also have an autonomous government all by themselves, and they get benefits of being a protectorate of the United States.
American Samoa.
Okay, what about
the other one? That's the other. I was trying to think of the protectorate, but that's another one where they get all the benefits of it,
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of the costs.
They're only in a military presence. That's the only reason they're a protectorate of us. We have bases there.
But saying you want to remove President Trump over an alleged text. Okay, here's the thing. Stop lying about this president. Now, it could be true that text could exist.
Yeah.
Show it.
Yeah.
Show it. I want to see it. Show me the text.
To be fair, I thought, isn't there something about the president's texts, his phone, or is it just tweets that all that is?
No, the phone, anything on that phone is government property.
That's what I thought, yeah. And it has to be shown, I guess. It has to be logged.
It's on, if it's on that phone, if it's anything like that, we're going to have a copy of it. I haven't seen it at all. But I love that this Democrat senator is screaming about a president who is really thinking about the country, thinking forward, thinking outside the box, thinking, hey, this would really benefit us and them, seeing if we could work out a deal, yet was absolutely silent when President Joe Potato Biden was clearly mentally not capable of doing that job. If you like what we're talking about, if you think Greenland should join the United States, like, subscribe, comment down below. Join us like we want Greenland to join the United States. Tell us if we're insane. Tell us if you think President Trump should be removed from office. We would love to discuss this. Become a subscriber. We don't care if you disagree with us. And we are only, as of this recording, 11 people away of having our 100th subscriber.
We're 11 people away from our 1/10 of 1,000 people base, which is
10%. Oh, that's 10% of what we need. Okay.
1/10. 1/10 of our 1,000 person base. And isn't it at 1,000, we might get a nickel?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, we're just really excited about 1/10 of a nickel possibility.
So if you love this country, if you love God, if you love your family, if you love your children,
whoa, you're pushing it
hit
now.
like, subscribe, and comment below.
And with that, we'll see you at the next stop.